goodness, there's confetti everywhere and only a couple in my goddamn cocktail. There you go. So in this episode of Let's Wine a Little, we are getting ready for New Year's Eve. So we've got a couple of classic drinks like eggnog and Coquito. And then we're also taking our champagne up to the next level with two very simple champagne cocktails. Let's get ready for the new year. So as you all know, I am a huge fan of champagne and sparkling wine and all things bubbles. So it only makes sense that I would have two classic champagne cocktail recipes for you to try this New Year's Eve to zhuzh up your champagne toast. Not that you can't do your regular toast, but why not do something simple? These are three ingredient champagne cocktail recipes. You can't get it easier than that, right? So we have the classic champagne cocktail and we have the Kir Royale. Let's get into it. So this next recipe for the classic Kir Royale does have a slight variation. Now, in the midst of creating a cajillion cocktails, we mixed up one of our cocktails and added a sugar cube to the recipe. So as you know, it just calls for half an ounce of creme de cassis, 4 ounces of champagne or sparkling wine, and then a lemon twist or black currant for garnish. But because I'm just so in the mood, well, okay, I had a couple of cocktails, but I decided to add a sugar cube to this recipe, and I gotta say, I really like it. So this next version of the Kir Royale does include a sugar cube. The classic recipe does not, but I'm going to encourage you to try something different this new year. So the Kir Royale, you may see a couple of different recipe options, but the one I am using includes the sugar cube. Now for some people, the sugar cube can be too much sugar, but you don't get that extra fizz that you want from the Kir Royale. So the ingredients are a sugar cube, some creme de cassis, a half ounce, and then a sparkling wine. And I probably should have opened up the sparkling wine beforehand, but you know, sometimes I forget to have these ingredients ready, so forgive me. Okay, let's start with our sugar cube. So we're gonna put the sugar cube into the bottom of our champagne flute, and a flute's great because it allows you to see all the pretty bubbles. Could you do something else? You most certainly could, but we're suggesting the flute for this recipe. We have our half an ounce of creme de cassis, which is simply a black currant liqueur. We're gonna pour that in. God, that's so pretty and rich. Woo! We love purple and all things dark. Okay, then we have our champagne or sparkling wine, whatever you have. We're gonna take that and pour that in. Look at those bubbles. There we go, right to the top. Now, a lot of these recipes will call for decoration, like a lemon twist, an orange slice. Gwendolyn is keeping it simple. Now, if I was entertaining people, it's a very good chance I would go out and get some decorations and get all the extra. If it's just me and the hubs, I'm doing this right here because he's not worried about that lemon twist and I am not either. But keep that in mind that you can definitely decorate your Kir Royale. But is that not pretty? Look at that. Look at that. It is so gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. One of my favorite champagne cocktails. I mean, I have a list, but this is definitely one of my favorites, and it's so easy with those 3 ingredients for you to take your New Year's Eve up a few notches. Just a couple. Why not? Give this a quick little taste. Oh, man. I can't tell you how pretty this is. I mean, looking at the two layers of the dark liqueur and the sparkling wine at the top, it is a beautiful, beautiful drink. I can't tell you. And tasty, of course. Of course it's tasty. Ah, God, one more. Gotta love that. Right, let's do our next. We're gonna do the classic champagne cocktail. It is very simple. It is a sugar cube, the Angostura bitters, and some sparkling wine or champagne. So let me put my sugar cube here in the bottom of my flute again. Now this calls for a couple of dashes, 2 to 3 dashes of the Angostura bitters. My idea is to get enough in there to where your sugar cube is coated. So let's move you over here because I don't need any problems. And let's dash a little bit. Make sure it's coated. Okay, that's enough. And the more you make this, the more you will decide how many dashes you want. So I'll let you decide that, but first time, 2 to 3 dashes. Clearly I did more than 2 to 3 because I'm not really counting. All right, we got a little bit of our sparkling wine here, or champagne. Again, we're gonna pour it over. There we go. Now, some people omit the sugar cube in here too. Again, you're gonna find a number of recipes as we have gotten more, whatever. I like to do the classic stuff. I like to see the bubbles. But I understand if you need to reduce the sugar and all that stuff, by all means, do what's best for you. We are not judging. That's the whole point of doing cocktails. You can make it your own. Again, this would be decorated with like a little lemon twist. We're gonna skip on that. Again, the hubs and I, we don't need all the fancy. But if you were hosting a cocktail party or any kind of holiday party or a get together, I say take a little bit of time, get out your garnishments, make them really pretty, and call it a day. Okay, let's give this a quick taste. Gotta love that bitter, man. Oh God, that's nice. Yeah, if I had added like a little bit of lemon in there, then it'll set it off, but it is tasty and so pretty, so pretty. All right, so we've got a couple of champagne classics. Let's get into what else we could do for the New Year's Eve. All right, so I'm an eggnog person. I love a good eggnog. Okay, take it back. You can take your store-bought eggnog and do whatever you gotta do to zhuzh it up. I like to use rum shada to zhuzh it up, or Old Smoky salty caramel moonshine. Those are perfect for zhuzhing up your eggnog. But recently I found something else. Hold on. Let us see. Okay. So this is YuleNog. This is from Fireball. It is a premium eggnog with all of the liquor put in it. And of course, to serve it up, because I love National Lampoon and my siblings know that, they gifted me this beautiful glass mousse. So if you know the movie, you understand how important this is. But we are going to serve up a little bit of YuleNog in my glass mousse. because it's tasty. It is very tasty. I would say I love it. Now, let me check out the alcohol content in this, because I didn't really check that out. But I do know that it already has the Fireball in there. So yes, it has a cinnamon flavor. That part is already done. And in terms of alcohol, oh, wow, 33 proof. Well, there you go. Okay, 16.5. I want to make sure I read that correctly. Hold on. Let me put on these readers. Hold on. Does that say what I think it's saying? Yes, it does. 16.5. Wow. 33%. 33 proof. Man. It is something. Now, could you, again, zhuzh this up? You could. You know, you could do like a cinnamon rim glass. You could throw in like cinnamon sticks to make it all cinnamon-like, because you're going to get the cinnamon flavor. Trust me, it is in there. But if you want to get a pre-made eggnog that's already got what you need, then I'm going to suggest the YuleNog. Now, I was at Total Wine. They had it for $9.99. I'm like, okay, great. I can dig it. I can dig it. It is definitely one that it doesn't take much to like hit you. I would suggest before you serve it, you give like a little bit of shake. You know what I'm saying? Because anything that's pre-made, you got to shake it up a little bit. But shake it up. Woo! Okay, yeah. Like I said, that 33, that 16.5. Okay. Perhaps I should make my statement about being a aware or attentive host / bartender. I should probably do that. Hold on real quick. Hold on. So let me make something very clear, because I do believe it's good to make this statement. It's necessary. I mean, you hate to, but you have to. If you're going to be a host or hostess any time of the year, be aware of the company you're serving and how much you're serving. Number one, make sure there's plenty of food on the table, going around the home for people to have food in their belly. Alcohol gets into the bloodstream really quick when there's nothing there. And if you're mixing it with sodas or what have you, it's going to get into their stream even faster. So have water available, have food available, and be aware of how much alcohol your guests are, what's the word? Enjoying. Let's go with that word. Enjoying. Be aware. If you find someone has had too much, you know, just lay them off. If you have someone who says, hey, I'm the driver tonight, then definitely have your non-alcoholic options available. If you have someone who says, hey, I want a little something to enjoy myself, be aware. Do not feel the need to be heavy-handed with the pour. Now, I'm at home, right? The hubs and I, we haven't done the going out thing for New Year's in a very long time, because it's just like highly overrated. But when we're at home, we can enjoy a whole bottle, the two of us by ourselves. We are going nowhere, we are driving nowhere, okay? So that's different. But when you have people coming to your home, you want them to be alert and you want them to be safe coming and going from your home. So think about what you're serving. Don't be on the heavy side with the alcohol. Make sure there's plenty of food going around and that people are eating. If need be, have them stay in your home, call them an Uber or a Lyft, whatever it is, but don't let people leave your home under the influence. That's the major thing about being a really good host or hostess, party giver, whatever. That's the main thing. Be aware of your guests, take care of them, because yes, we enjoy alcohol and you don't have to have alcohol to have a good time. Trust me, I understand that too. So have all the options available. With that said, let's make my next favorite, a Coquito. So we were talking about eggnog, and so Coquito comes to mind for me. Some people like to call it the Puerto Rican version of eggnog. A drink is a drink, all right? Now, I am not using any egg in my Coquito, so I'm saying that right now, that is a no. Eggs are kind of on the expensive side right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop that. But our recipe is fairly simple with a little bit of alcohol. So we're gonna go ahead and build this up. We're gonna put all the ingredients in our blender, blend for like 2 minutes, and then set it aside for an hour. We'll come back and it should be ready to serve at that time. All right, let me get my reader's on so I can read my recipe, because you know, sometimes. All right, so let's build it. So we've got 15 ounces of cream of coconut. Now this is 16.9, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I'm gonna probably put most of this in here because I don't really feel like finding the 15 ounces out of 16.9. So we are gonna put all of that in there. Might as well. Makes it easy. Let's see here. I think that's most of it. Yeah, I think that is most of it. We need 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk and 12 ounces of evaporated milk. So we're gonna put that in there. We also need a cup of unsweetened coconut milk beverage. So I've got coconut milk. Put that in there. There's a lot. There is a lot. Now I gotta get this sweetened condensed in here because that is literally a little thick. Let's see here. Ooh. Let me grab a spatula and get all of that in. We're gonna put all of that in there. Bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, 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 ba. All right. And I think I have most of it out of here. Yeah, we've got most of it. We have enough for this beverage. All right, what's left is a half a cup of white rum. So that goes in there. Yes. We got that. We need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then we've got our spices. Now I wish I had some fresh nutmeg, but I don't have it. So we use what we have. But we've got half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Let's do that first. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon. I can, let me see here. I don't need that much. I think I can just shake it out. And then it actually is better with fresh nutmeg, but we're gonna use what we have. We need 1/4 of nutmeg. And when you serve it, you can serve it with, if I can get in there, you can serve it with some nutmeg shavings and a cinnamon stick as well. All right, so we've got all of our ingredients in there. Let's mix the sucker for about 2 minutes. Not really counting, but we just want it to be well mixed, and then we're going to transfer it into a pitcher. I'm going to use an actual bottle, but hey. Into a bottle here. We have 2 just in case. We may very well need 2. we're gonna finish this off. Let's put this, put that over here. Put the remaining mixture in here. All right. I'll put that there. So this needs to chill for an hour, and then it'll be all ready. Now it will separate, so it is best to shake it up before you serve it. All right, so let's check out our Coquito that has been chilling for about an hour. Let's go ahead and get it. We want to shake it a little bit because it can separate when it's chilling and you want to bring it back out. So we want to shake that a little bit, give it a nice little jiggle. All right, that's interesting. Hold up, is this thing not recording? Or whatever. All right, so we're gonna pour ourselves a little glass. You've shaken it up. It's thick, rich. We want to add a little bit of nutmeg. Again, fresh is best, but you know what? Sometimes you have what you have. And we're gonna add a little cinnamon stick to it. I didn't want it to fall in there like that. I actually wanted it to stick out, so I probably should have got a longer stick, but you know what? We're gonna leave it in there because it's in there at this point. But let's give a quick little taste. That is nice. That is good. I do like that. Oh my God, that's so good. That is nice. So, almost on my lips here. Letting chill again for an hour. You could garnish with nutmeg and a cinnamon stick. I would probably make sure that your cinnamon stick is taller than your glass, and then that way it won't fall in. But that's our Coquito for the New Year's. Having a mocktail available for your guests makes you the best host or hostess ever. So always have something else for those who do not drink any alcohol beyond non-alcoholic beverages to serve. So we have our first mocktail recipe. This is the sparkling cranberry lime mocktail. You got cranberry juice, sparkling water, lime juice, honey or simple syrup if you want a little extra sweetness. And then for garnishes, you can do cranberries or lime slices. So you're gonna fill the glass with ice cubes. You're gonna pour the cranberry juice and lime juice into the glass. You'll then top it off with sparkling water. Give it a nice gentle stir to combine everything. And then add those cranberries and lime slices for a very pretty mocktail. Now this is quite refreshing. It is zesty, it is festive, and it will surely impress your guests when they come over to celebrate with you. Here's one more option for a mocktail, and a lot of us have orange juice in our fridge, so why not include a recipe that has orange juice available? So we have the Citrus Sparkle Mocktail. You got cranberry juice, sparkling water, lime juice, orange juice. Be great if it was freshly squeezed.
And if you want to make it extra festive, you can do a pomegranate juice as well. And then again, we have fresh cranberries and orange slices for a garnish. And yes, you will need ice cubes. So again, we're going to fill the glass with ice cubes. We're going to pour the orange juice, cranberry juice, lime juice, and pomegranate juice into the glass. We will then top it off with the sparkling water, give it a gentle stir, and then add your garnishes again, the orange slices and the fresh cranberries, and then you'll have another festive mocktail on hand. Now, this is also another colorful drink that is also tasty but visually appealing, and another great way for your guests to celebrate without enjoying any alcohol.
So I've shared a couple of really easy recipes to give you something different for New Year's Eve. You've got a beautiful coquito that you can make real quick and easy. You could also do something that's pre-packaged like an eggnog. And then there are two options for a champagne cocktail, the Kir Royale and the champagne cocktail, that you could also put together. 3 simple ingredients so that you can have something different for New Year's Eve. But in true Gwendolyn fashion, as I move these drinks around and I have my little deal, you have to end it with a little confetti. So let me see here. Let me get myself together. Oh wait, did I take this off? I don't think I do. Let me leave that on. All right. We didn't have very many instructions on this thing, but I guess I just turn it. Let's turn it. Hold on. I have glitter everywhere now. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. We're gonna cut it down. 1, 2, 3. Have a safe New Year.